Hi everybody, Ben here from Art Less Ordinary. So, this is my last painting I did, which is dry now. So, super happy with the PBO paints. These iridescents are so pretty. I really don't know how much it shows on camera, but they really light up and they change colour slightly. So they're not complete colour shift, but they really do give you that kind of colour shift look. So I am super happy with it. So I'll put that back aside. And now we're going to do a flip cup. So I have three colours made up, which is marte gold, marte silver, and I have burnt umber. So my black, I don't like my black anymore. Especially in a flip cup, it gives me really funny effects, and sometimes they're cool, but it's not quite what I want for this. So these are 90 grams paint and 90 grams pouring medium, which is my Elmers clear glue, 70%, water 30% mixture. Now I'm just going to add some silicone. I'm going to add 5 drops into each. Whoops, that might have been 6, I don't know. I'm using my Helmar silicone. Now these are getting a good stir. So these paints are quite thick. One, because the metallics always seem thicker than they are, and so is the burnt umber is actually quite a thick paint, so it could be a little bit thick, but I'm going to go with it because they're all consistent, and I want it to stay in shape a little bit. So we'll see how this goes. So I've mixed that silicone in quite well. I don't like my silicone not mixed through very well. I like it to be stirred in really good. So, and I always put the silicone in just before I start pouring. So it works out a little bit more better that way, I find. That's me. You do it the way you'd like to do it, and you might get different results that you actually quite like. So as you can see, because these are thick, I am actually stirring them in really well. I can still see silicone sitting on top in spots. Yeah, same with the gold. The silver actually feels a little bit thicker than the gold. And here's the burnt umber, which so this is the older brand. Well, it's the same brand, but you can tell it's an older bottle from the labeling. So, but I just don't want to use that black at the moment. It's really frustrating me. So I've got 4 cups, and I did spray these with the spray silicone, and then I wiped them out. Just helps the paint come off them a little bit better. So I'm going to just pour in. I'm going to do a few layers of these actually. So I'm hoping to get 3 layers in each cup. Not sure if I'm going to actually. And a bit of the silver. So I'm not layering these the same way I usually do. I'm kind of just pouring them in from the side. They're really thick, so I don't want them to start crashing down into them and making it a dirty cup. And then burnt umber. So the burnt umber was really just to add a darker colour to it without adding that black that I was frustrated with. So we're just going for it. I really wanted a silver and gold one, but I thought I really needed to add just something different. And we just keep layering these. The canvas is a 12 by 16, and I don't think there's much else apart from just pouring these in and seeing how it all goes. Actually, I might use up the burnt umber in this layer. I only have 2 layers of burnt umber and have the other one as a 3rd layer each, because I'm about out of paint here. So I'm not going to have enough for 2 layers, so I might actually do gold layer in this one, and in this one, so in the 1st and 3rd, because I won't have enough to do all 4 cups. So altogether I've got 180 grams of paint in each colour, and so that makes 540 grams total paint. Maybe could have had a little bit more, but okay. There's my 4 cups done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip these over. I'm going to put these down while I do the flipping. Excellent. Don't think I've got enough paint. I was going to just add a little bit of the burnt umber on the corners, just because it's thick. It sometimes is a bit harder to get all the way over the corners. And it's not a proper layer of paint either, I'm just spreading a bit on, just to make it a little bit easier for it to glide over. Oh, I can't see too well back there. One last corner to go. And it's also good to just let the cups actually drain down to the bottom. The more paint that comes out, the better. Okay, nearly there. Gloves on. Just going to double check I'm recording. Yep, that time is still ticking away. Okay. My gloves are quite tight and I've always been pulling it on. I end up tearing it, but that still works. Alright, time to start flipping. There we go. Probably didn't need to put the burnt umber on the corner because I'm putting these bits on. Okay. Now, can you see in that cup how most of the paint's come out of the bottom part? That's because I sprayed it. It does actually help a little bit. Now, I'm going to tilt down towards me. So I'm just going back and forth slowly. So I would have loved this to have been in black, but the black just kept reacting really badly lately, and I didn't like the way it was doing it, so it was becoming to the point where it was frustrating. Okay, and I have to start tilting because I'm losing this side. Okay, that's over. I'm coming back up a bit, and then I'm going to start coming back down this way here. Okay, that's gone over. Now bringing it back. Now start going back and forth again. Paint wants to move more on this side of the canvas more than this side. I can't say left and right because it's the opposite for you guys, so that's why I wiggle my thumb. So we're going to go up and over that corner. Okay, now bring it back down. And then come up this way. Up and over that corner. Excellent. Bringing the paint back down. There we go, it's mostly in the middle. Just checking the corners with my eyes. This one here just needs a tad on that bottom. There we go. How's that corner going? Yep, that corner's good. Okay. Taking my gloves off. And getting my blue torch out. Now this is the part where you've got to show some restraint. Oops. My torch is acting a little bit like a flamethrower. So we're hoping to pop the bubbles as well as get some cells come up. So I'm moving it around, slowly getting closer. You can see bubbles popping, but not too many cells yet. So I just get a tiny little bit closer again. Whoa. So that's sometimes the challenge, is getting close enough to get the cells to pop up without them going a little bit too crazy and getting big clusters of them. So I'm moving the blowtorch a little bit slower, but I've also got it turned right down. Okay, turning it off for the moment. Ah, sure. Wow, that was a little bit of work on my arm. So the cells are appearing. They're taking their time to grow, probably because the paint is quite thick. But that is kind of a good thing in a way. So I often find when I use gold and silver, my cells can go out of shape quite easily. These aren't doing too bad, but they are staying, a lot of them are quite small, like all through here, very, very tiny cells. And then we've got some big ones. They may still develop and get a little bit larger. Cells didn't really want to appear in this section. For some reason, there just wasn't enough silicone in there for them to pop up through it. And other areas, like over here, they popped up quite easily. So that's just what sometimes happens. But this will be really cool once it's dried and you can see the shimmer from the gold and the silver. Because the burnt umber it's not really it hasn't taken over. It's only coming through in cells, and this side's a little bit more brown than the others. So this was 1 cup, but you can see half the cup come out more brown, half the cup come out more silver, just the way it was layered. But quite cool looking. And I like this nice dark line that runs through, separating that gold and silver. I didn't get it in the others, but it's acrylic pouring. You can't always predict how it's going to show and what it's actually going to do. I'm going to leave this as is. I'm not going to bother trying to do more torching. I think what came up was happy too, and what isn't going to come up just won't be happy. I'm more likely to get more cells where I've already got cells than getting them where I don't have them. So I'm scraping my edges, preventing more paint from running off. Definitely has a thick consistency to it. So it's winter here, and things do get a little bit thick. So, and I've just also got to get some more different colours of my paints, because some are getting a little bit low. But there we go. Gold, silver and burnt umber, so kind of brown. So gold, silver and brown flip cup. I am going to bring you in for a close-up. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, I'm trying to illuminate, get more light onto it. Doesn't always work out that way. How's that? No. I got an extra light, but it still seems a little bit dark down this bottom end. So I can only get a small round, not a large ring light. But let's come down and have a look at some of these cells. They're quite cool. Got an assortment of different ones. They've got these tiny little miniature, like leopard print ones. They all came up in clusters. Sometimes the paint does that, or where the silicone is mixed in. But it gives a different look. Here's my nice dark line that runs through, separating this gold and silver. But this artwork won't show its full potential till it's dry, just because it's got metallics in it. That's how they work. So let me know what you think. So comment, like, share and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will do another pour soon. Probably might be a day or two. Life's gotten a little bit busy, so I can't do one every day anymore. But yeah, hope you had fun watching this, and I'll see you soon for another pour. All right, have a good night, everyone. Bye.